Oh guys, just wanted to get on here and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. It is 23rd of December, and tomorrow and next few days everybody will be busy, so thought I'd do a short video this morning, and yeah, so here I am. Just wanted to get on here and talk to you a few minutes. So I got those Aaron sweaters. Someone had gotten these as a gift. They're entirely too large for me. They are XXL and 2X, and normally in a coat I'll wear a double X or a triple X depending on how many layers I want on under it. But in sweater slash jumper, I want like a large and an extra large. Like I double these up, right? So I have a large on and then a double X over it. I marry them together before I put it all on as one unit. So yeah, so these are a bit big. I'll find out what the total cost was for them to get them here, and then I will let you guys know the cost of them if you're interested in taking them off my hands, and then I'll use that cash for something else. So just pull these out of here real quick and show you each one. So this is kind of like a teal green, or they call it some kind of funny green, and I don't know if it's teal or not. Maybe get a little light there on the subject. Alright, so made in Ireland, Aaron Sweater Market, XXL, 100% wool. Okay, so this has got your beehive weave there, honeycomb weave, and then there's this other one, same situation here, but kind of a wheat oatmeal color or something like that, XXL. I'm sure that these will keep somebody very well insulated. Just not me. They're just going to be way too big for me. So if you are interested in either one of these or both of these, you let me know, and I will get you a price. All right, and we can go from there. This is not a commercial. I'm just trying to do justice, you know, here for everybody. You're getting them at whatever they paid, and plus of course shipping, because shipping costs money. But yeah, I can't wear them. If you can wear them, awesome. Then I'll take that cash and do something else with it, right? So where are we? We've already spent about 5 minutes talking about sweaters, jumpers. Now it's time for coffee. So yeah, Merry Christmas. We have had some weird things going on. These drones, right? And then haven't heard a lot of people talking about them here in the last couple days. Kind of unusual. I guess everybody's busy to getting their own business done. But what they hadn't been doing a whole lot of discussion on was these fiery objects that these quote unquote drones are supposedly observing. Now I got a picture of one. It immediately brought to mind Ezekiel 10 in the Bible. Ezekiel 10, the fiery wheels. So I thought about that, and I checked it out on in Ezekiel 10 on the Bible, and yeah, it's very interesting. Never, we don't know what that stuff is, but we definitely want answers. The quote-unquote government is not giving us any answers, so we're going to have to go and get our own answers. Yeah. Some other channel, couple channels have been posting clickbait videos on some old guy that shot a drone. I guess just to get people to be drawn into their video for whatever reason. Even people that have a lot of subscribers. I found that very disappointing, that someone would do something like that who has a whole lot of subscribers actually succumb to using clickbait to get people to go to watch the video. Because I don't have a lot of subscribers and I never use clickbait. I'm going to tell you how it is. Straight to the point. A to B. Because that's how I am. But, oh, this old guy took a shot at a drone and got arrested. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but that was like last year. And it had nothing to do with these car-sized drones that are up in the air right now. So don't do stuff like that. That's just spreading misinformation and making you and everybody else look bad. Okay? So don't do things like that. It's dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. That's how you spell it, by the way. D-U-M-B. Yeah. Okay. Now, today, as you can see, I'm wearing my double setup, my double sweater, double jumper. It's one of them. I've got three. And underneath this one, on the outside, there's a heavy barber sweater made in Scotland, and the base of this unit, right? Because I call it a unit when I put two together. And then this outer one is made in Germany by Miltech, which is it's a reproduction of the Austrian Army boiled wool sweater, which I have one of those also. I took the military patch off of it. I've had that one for years, and that's in a sealed bag with some other stuff. But that one fits me perfectly, but I wanted one just like it to be the outer layer of the two-layer system, so I got this Miltech one. And it actually is extremely well made. So, anytime you wear a sweater or jumper by itself, doesn't have a whole lot of wind resistance, if any, okay? But when you put two of them together, you get a really great amount of wind resistance. Just keep that in mind. Bear that in mind, and it doesn't matter which way the grain is going. Like this is going left to right here, and then the one on the inside is going top to bottom on the knit grain. It doesn't really matter. As long as you got two together, they fill in each other's little holes, right? So you get about 90%. When it starts really blowing, you get like 40-50 mile an hour winds, then you'll start feeling a little bit come through. And that's when you really want to start thinking about putting on an outer layer, a wool outer layer. And I have an anorak or two, right? Because I'm kind of like an anorak guy, I guess you could say. like anoraks, right? So I've got a couple of them. So, and in various sizes again, so I can layer however I feel. So anyway, if it gets too brutal out there, then I'll throw an anorak on top of this, right? Knits are my mid layer. Knits, wool knits are my mid layer. They're always my mid layer. They allow that heat, that heated vapor, right, that normally would just condensate and turn to water inside of your clothing. They allow that to move through to the outside. And then if you have a wool outer layer, then it'll, that allows it to be absorbed and permeate to the outside. There you go. So probably 99% of the time, maybe 99.5% of the time, I do not have any kind of a man-made PTFE fabric on me. It's wool, because it works. It does work. It wicks. As I told you about in the muckluck video, how my wool trousers were wicking the moisture out of my mucklucks, and it just dissipates in the air. So it just acts as a wick, draws it out, bye, So if the vapor cannot go through the boot, which even if you did not have, a lot of people wear winter boots that are leather, okay? And of course, leather is porous if you don't have a Gore-Tex membrane, okay, in there. It's porous, but it won't let that vapor out fast enough, and the leather will just get wet, and so on. So if you do have 100% wool trousers tucked down all the way to your ankles, and you got wool socks on, you could also wear lamellite socks, okay? But the idea is to get that moisture wicked out, right? So when it can wick out through the trousers, there you go. So then it won't matter if you're wearing leather hunting boots or leather combat boots. It won't matter if you're wearing wool trousers. You can wear wool trousers underneath your combat trousers. If you're in the military, wear a set of lightweight wool trousers underneath your combat trousers, and make sure that those go all the way to your ankles, and that will draw that moisture out from your feet, come out, and then evaporate. Alright? Got about a minute left here. Yeah. So right now it is negative 17 Celsius outside, 1 degree Fahrenheit. Yep. So as you can see, this is what I've been wearing outside, and perfectly warm. No wool on yet on the lowers, just some canvas Carhartts. I've got my pashmina scarf, goes all the way down the back of my turtleneck and all the way up to the top of my head, so basically marries my wool watch cap to my turtleneck here. And it's a this is a U.S. government wool watch cap. It's 100% wool. It's kind of scratchy, so it's the heavier wool, but I like it. Keeps me warm. Good, well insulated. Right, so then of course, when you get a little bit warm, you just draw that down, and there you go, right? Okay, pashmina. Pashmina scarf, made in Nepal. Make sure you get one. Not an advertisement. I'll see you later.